Hello again, everybody. Red of Half Century Collecting Sports Cards. First showing the cards I featured in my last series in my top 400 cards. Love that 1960 Lake to Lake Hank Aaron. We're going to go with another 7 here today. Want to say I loved watching those of you's videos from the National. Would have loved to be there and hope to be there in a couple of years, but this year and next year I'll be doing the same thing, coaching my son's American Legion baseball team in the playoffs, which was a lot of fun, but we are now eliminated. So we're going to start out with Bill Mazeroski. These are some of my favorite Mazeroski cards. His 58 Hires Root Beer, I really like. His 57 Topps rookie card, pretty cool. A 69 Cons Meat card, but my favorite is this red striped Cons Wieners card of Bill Mazeroski, where they name him William. Now, Mazeroski, most known for his walk-off home run of the 1960 World Series, Game 7, only player who's done that. Miraculous that the Pirates won that World Series. They were actually outscored by the Yankees 55-27, but they're the team that won 4 games. They did lose a 16-3 game, a 12-0 game, and a 10-0 game, but they won 4. Mazeroski, also known for his great second base defense, great double play turner. He did only have a 36.5 career WAR and a 299 on base percentage, but that defense, along with that home run, got him in the Hall of Fame. And he did have over 2,000 career hits and 138 career home runs. So next on the list, we're going way back in time to 1909 with a card that came with Carmel, and it's a E102 Sam Crawford. E102s are not real common cards. They were a set of 25 players, actually 29 cards, so 4 of them had 2 different versions, and this is the checklist on the back. Shows there's Eddie Collins in there, Nap Lajoie, we got Chief Bender, Christy Mathewson, Kel Chase, so some real good star power in that set. Now, Sam Crawford was a player that I knew from a kid because he was the major league career leader in triples. 309 triples, probably never be broken. Led the league actually 6 times in triples. And besides just the triples guy, he was also a 309 career hitter, almost 2,700 career hits, and 75.4 career WAR, despite losing a lot of career points on defense. He wasn't that great of a right fielder. Next, we're going to show a card from 1963 Topps, and if we get it to stay there, it is Mickey Mantle. One of my favorite Mantle cards, and this one I just think is a really nice condition card, which is why I had to put it in plastic. I've been trying to show a lot of cards raw so they don't have the glare, but this one still shows, I think, great gloss, super bright yellow-orange back, showing Mantle coming off another MVP season, his 3rd MVP season, actually, of 1962. Mantle, that year, had an incredible 486 on base percentage and a 605 slugging percentage, both led the league. And we talk about a lot of career wars on these guys. Mantle had 110 career WAR. So, great all-time player, Mickey Mantle, and his 63 Topps. All right, next we're going to go to 1971. One of my favorite players growing up, Rod Karu. And I decided to put him in there after hearing a fellow YouTuber, Rob, a baseball time traveler, recently lost his 29-year-old daughter to death by domestic violence. And having 2 daughters in their 20s of my own, that really hit me. So I had to do something to honor that, and I thought I could do it by throwing my favorite number 29 in here, and that is Rod Karu. This was the favorite card that I got out of that 500 card 1971 Series 2 vending box. which is what I started off on YouTube, showing that, breaking it a little bit at a time. And this is, I think I get 6 Karus out of that box, and this one I think was my favorite. But just awesome corners, that black border, so tough. And I think on this card was just perfect. Love the Karu color and gloss, and also a nice back. So Rod Karu. Next, we're going to go back 118 years to 1906. And this is a fan craze card of Addie Joss. Now, this is the player who has the lowest lifetime whip of all time, Addie Joss, 0.968. And he also has the second lowest ERA of all time, next to Ed Walsh. His career ERA is 1.89. Now, he's a Wisconsin native, and he only pitched 9 seasons, but he still got in the Hall of Fame, even though they have a 10-year requirement. They decided to waive that because he died midway through his age 30 season, which is in 1910, from meningitis from tuberculosis. So Adrian Addie Joss, kind of a cool card. All right, we're going to go with another. So we got a kind of rounded border card. We're going to go with another rounded corner card. And this one is from 1969 from the Top Super set. And it's Juan Marisha, the Dominican dandy. And if any of you watched the latest Hall of Fame inductions, Juan Marisha was the oldest returning Hall of Famer there. He's 86 years old, and he still looked in great shape. Looked like he moved around really well. Had a good crowd there for Adrian Beltre, who was from the Dominican, and Juan got a great hand there as well. Now, this 1969 Top Super set came out as a test issue for Top Supers, which they did produce more of in 70 and 71. So you don't see a lot of 69s, but the 69s, just super gloss. It's kind of like a insert premium card that they had that year. Marichal himself was one of the best pitchers in the 1960s. 3 times he won 25 or more games, and 6 out of 7 years there, from 63 to 69, he won 20 or more games. And each of those years, his ERA was in the 2s. Now, he had 10 shutouts in just one year, 1965. He had 30 complete games in the year of the pitcher, 1968. And in his career, he won over 100 more games than he lost. He had 243 wins and just 142 losses to go with a 2.89 ERA and a 62.9 career WAR. Marichal with the big leg kick. Cool card. All right, last one we're going to feature today is a rookie card. So from 1961 Topps. And this is Billy Williams. Now, when I first started collecting cards, a lot of it came from this kid that moved from Chicago in 2nd grade. He had some cards, and his favorite player was Billy Williams. And that really got me into the collecting bug. Billy was the all-time leader in consecutive games played in the National League. So Lou Gehrig for a long time was the American League. I don't know if I said American League, but for the National League was Billy Williams. Set that record from 1963 through 1970 when he played 1,117 straight games. Later, that record got broken by Steve Garvey. Now, Williams never won an MVP award, but he was second in both 1970 and 72, and he retired with over 2,700 hits and 426 career home runs and 63.6 career WAR. And now, with showing that 61 card here to end it, I want to show you what some 61 packs look like at the time. I've got a couple, one PSA graded and the other GIA graded, but that is a look at what 1961 packs look like at the time. All right, that's all I've got to show. There's the cards that were featured this time. I gotta get that Maz in there. All right, thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.